Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Sorry I'm vertical tonight. Dave, I'm
Yeah, it's all
assuming.
good.
Are you still here, Dave?
Dave,
I
is he
saw
kind
you
of breaking up?
commented my name a minute ago.
We got three people in here. Hi.
Now it says one. Well, I'm not a huge fan of the
I got three
vertical.
on my end. Now it's one.
Yeah, it went down.
You're not a fan or you are a fan?
I'm not a fan of the vertical thing. So, because it looks like I'm looking off to the side, doesn't it? And I'm just looking at myself. Normally, when I do this,
Mm,
looks a lot better.
tiny bit, but like,
Dave, then talk to me.
Dave, actually, I think we need to talk. Tristan, would you agree that I think what the three of us need to talk?
I mean, listen, Dave, I want to be honest with you. I have no problem with talking to you privately. I don't care if you want to, reach out to me privately and have a conversation with me. That is totally fine. But you refuse to get social media, and you say it's because you don't want to leave a digital footprint. But then what are you doing on YouTube? That is a digital footprint. I don't understand. You,
It
you
is.
haven't really given me a valid reason to not be able to message me privately on a social media platform, which is, in my opinion, the safer and easier option, than giving someone your phone number. I generally don't do that, and I really only do it if there's no other option, which was the case with Aaron. He has no other way of communicating with me privately. And Dave, you don't have the same excuse.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I have Aaron's number, I sent him the invite link to go live with me. What did I title this? What did I call this? I forgot.
You know, here's the thing. I'll say this. What?
I don't remember what I called the live stream.
Because you are still kind of breaking up.
Dave, how is my audio?
Oh,
Is
how's
it
that?
just Aaron or is it me?
I'll say this. My end seems fine. Your end is the one that's pretty crappy.
I can hear you just fine. There's no like skipping or anything on your end.
I'll get started on. Oh, for me, it's like you're skipping and you're. Okay, so it sounds fine for everyone else. Just for me, it's really bad.
Okay, maybe you just have bad internet or something. Hopefully.
Maybe. I don't know.
As long as it's not a problem with my video footage and people can hear me
Okay.
just fine, then I'm gonna relax. Because Aaron, I can hear and
What are
see
you
you just
drinking?
fine. Water. Last time I went live down here, I forgot to bring water with me. And I talk for too long. That's really not a good idea. Tonight, let's just do an hour. That's usually what I do. Zach is here, but he's gonna leave, and I wanna be done before he leaves. So that's why I want to only do an hour tonight. So I don't even know. I mean, the last time I did a live stream with a guest, we were debating the concept of free will, I think, and it was my friend Billy. And I remember being really annoyed learning that I couldn't do horizontal live streams.
Okay, Dave, he's taken.
Yeah, Dave thinks that he's in a relationship with me for some reason. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's joking, but wow, it says I have 8 people tuned in. But I know YouTube isn't always honest with me. If there are actually 8 people here, can you comment to let me know? Because I can't trust the YouTube head count.
I know I've gotten before it said like 15 and then 3, and then I'm like, what? Like, where are all these people going?
Now it says I have 11 people here.
I see that, and excuse me. But yeah, how do we want to start this?
I don't know. I changed the comment settings to show all comments instead of just the top comments, just in case that makes a difference. Because no one's commenting for me except Dave. It's just Dave.
Yeah,
And he seems
Yeah.
very offended by the fact that I'm talking to you, which is so weird. Dave, you are the reason I'm talking to him. 2 weeks ago, Dave commented for someone just commented to say, "Hey," so I know someone else is here. Celestial Nintendog. Um, why does that name sound
Hey, how's it going?
familiar? Do I know who you are?
Sounds like a video game.
How say a name that I would know you by,
That's what it sounds like to
if
me.
you're someone I know. But
Hmm.
anyway, Dave commented and told me about Aaron, and I didn't know what he wanted me to do, but I figured I would go, check out his channel, and I decided to try and talk to him. I'm in the group chat. I figured you were. I have a group chat on Snapchat for anybody who doesn't know.
Which, by the way,
Oh,
Centennial,
Calum. Okay, cool. Oh yeah,
Caleb.
that's why the name sounded
I
familiar. You
not
told me that was your name.
okay. See, I wish I could be part of that chat. I really do.
Yeah, I know. It's
So I need
it's a
more gay
nice little
friends.
group. It's a cozy little group of friends, pretty much. I mean, new people. Not everybody knows each other super well. There's a couple people that aren't active, but not many. I mean, for the most part, it's a good place to hang out. Digitally, anyway.
Yeah, and I don't have that reason. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess
How come
that's
no one
that's
has liked this live yet?
yeah, 9 people watching, 0 likes. I think people are probably liking it, and YouTube is just lying to me. One thing you should know about my YouTube channel is
Right?
they don't seem to like me. YouTube is always lying to me about how many people are
Yeah.
watching, how many people are commenting, how many people are liking my shit. YouTube doesn't tell people when I'm live. It doesn't always notify my subscribers. YouTube has it out for me, and I don't know what I did wrong. Um, see, Dave is confirming it. YouTube blocking your likes
Okay,
today
someone's asking us to rate cheese.
because I'm not rating cheese. What in the goddamn fuck? Why are there 2 of you asking
Uh,
me to rate cheese? Where are these people coming from?
I don't know.
Um,
People are weird.
cheese is delicious. Who has a problem with
Maybe they're
cheese
from
anyway?
Wisconsin because as in I mean Wisconsin, their governor is a block of cheese,
Yeah,
right?
there's something up with Wisconsin and cheese. Um, but anyway, I
Okay, we'll rate cheese. 69. How's that? Happy?
am I a square to you
Does that work for
guys? Is it
cheese?
showing a square or is it showing like a full vertical phone video? Oh, okay.
Okay. We don't need
They don't
arguments.
know
We don't
each
need
other, the
arguments
2
in the
cheese
comments.
commenters. At least the first one has cheddar in his name.
Ha! Yeah.
This is
Maybe
entertaining. I didn't expect
no
anybody
one
to
has
join.
cheddar. You
Literally, no
should
one
do
joins my lives
do you
anymore.
have wow. Maybe it's because of me.
I, are your subscribers
You
notified
never know.
too? Like, does
Whoa.
this show up on
Tristan's
your
top mode.
channel?
Oh, it's probably because you have it in vertical where it will show up in like people's feeds. It's kind of like the shorts that you scroll through lives.
I don't know. I mean, with the last time that I did vertical, it showed it was still a horizontal video, but it just was 2 squares next to each other. If
I
I
mean,
could get
it's like two tall rectangles.
I will be right back. Can you entertain my subscribers for like 60 seconds? I'm just gonna go check what this looks like on another device.
I actually think I should too. Maybe just to see how it is.
Yeah, I just want to see.
Wanna
I'll be
you
right
go
back.
first? Yeah, you go first, and then I'll go to see mine. So anyway, guys, my channel is on the Aaron, as you guys can tell. I just hit 1,000 subscribers. What is your? Well, Tristan's very. Come back with cheese or don't bother. Hey, how about this? This is close enough to cheese, right? Egg, dairy. Hmm? Anyway, but I just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm trying to grow it a little more. I want to put out some merch, but I don't know what kind of merch I should put out. But trying to figure it out. Do you guys have any questions for us? Because we're willing to answer questions. We're willing to do anything. How about this, guys? This is the very first photo of me.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm back.
American.
And
I was just showing them the very first photo of me.
so what I'm seeing is a square in the thing, and when I went on the YouTube video, that's exactly what it looked like, just in the center with black
Let me go
on the
check.
sides.
I'm gonna check on my screen. I'll be right back, okay?
So I'm curious if maybe it actually would have worked if I had done it horizontally.
Next time, maybe.
Yeah, let's try that next time. Because I swear to God, the last time I tried to do it, it didn't let me. But it didn't look like this either. It was a little different last time. So maybe they made an update. Maybe I can do a horizontal live stream with a guest. And if that is the case, I am very happy. And I might actually make a habit of doing this because this is fun. Oh, God. I just went running like a fucking crazy person because I don't have any other devices downstairs with me. So I had to run up 2 flights of stairs to my room and then all the way back down in the span of like, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. 3 minutes?
Yeah,
It
it's
was
a square.
definitely like a minute,
How did
minute
you
and a half.
delete treasure tip? Wait, what?
Zach is upstairs,
What
Dave.
is what? Yeah, so freedom and mental health.
That's what I called it?
The
Yeah.
title.
Okay.
Yeah, freedom and mental health.
So, all right. What I had in mind when I gave it that title, I think, I was thinking about how people kind of take their freedom for granted. People don't realize how easy it is to just, because people think that they have rights. They think that they can do whatever they want. And all of a sudden, I mean, this is something I've always talked about is how you really could just randomly get accused of a crime that you might not have even committed by someone you maybe never even met. And you just were in the wrong place
Honestly,
at the wrong
that's men.
time. And then
or just like
suddenly you have no rights just because you got accused at the wrong place at the wrong time.
And you get canceled.
What?
Right?
I didn't hear what you said.
And you get canceled. So what I've seen is like men are always getting these assault allegations, and a bunch of these women who are coming forward and they're like, oh, like he did this years ago. It's like, I don't even know who you are. And it's like, and then you're guilty you're guilty until proven innocent. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a scary thought that you're guilty until proven innocent.
That's just for men only. What are you doing, Tristan?
Trying to, mess around with my camera and make sure that everything is centered and that everything looks okay. I'm okay.
What Mr. Kata just said.
Try pulling it out.
No.
The charger tip, it's stuck in the charger hole.
Wow, that's I'm not gonna.
All right, Dave. I get what you're saying, but let's not make generalized statements like that.
Yeah, I mean, like I could say the same thing about a whole lot of stuff, and I have, and I'm trying to learn stuff. I get that. I firm believer that it's just because someone says something and someone doesn't mean it's always the truth. Yeah.
There is always another way to look at something, but what I think the best way to look at things is just to, learn how to trust your own intuition. If you get good at that, you can also get good at telling if someone is lying pretty easily.
Yeah.
And some people just have
Yeah.
the kind of energy that throws you off. You're like, ugh, get away from that. They walk into the room and you want to walk out of the room. You have to learn how to tell the difference between this kind of stuff. It's just paying attention. You're gonna leave the live.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay.
Fine. I don't even know who you are.
Well, we know that known as Cheese is a very cheesy person. Ba-dum-tsh.
Known as Cheddar.
uh, anyway, but should we talk about what about this weekend and what's been happening?
Is it the weekend?
It's Sunday.
Yeah.
We met on Sunday.
That just like dawned on me because I keep thinking of Monday as a couple days away. It's not settling in that it's tomorrow.
Well, I mean, that's because you don't have a job and you just sit in the dark and play video games while listening to music.
That's not true. I only do that some days. I've only done that like 2 days out of the week.
Really?
And it was just Saturday and
Oh, wow.
Sunday.
Okay. So all of our friendship, you've been doing that.
No, it was only for a couple hours. Yeah, not
Mm.
very often. And that's unfortunate because, you know, it's like the only free time I got, and that's what I want to do with it. But
The fact
you
is,
know,
the
I
only
talked
free
about
time
that
you
already in my last live stream. I don't wanna bother having to
But
explain
speaking of
shit like
free
that right
time
now.
and yeah, well, now we met via Dave.
Mhm.
So he recommended my channel to you, and vice
And vice
versa. He even
versa.
recommended Zach's channel. Yeah, and so, and you know, he said that they were both single, and I was like, oh, okay. So I kind of flirted with both of them, and well, I actually didn't know Zach was taken until he told me about his channel, and I went to it. I'm like, "You're that Zach? This guy told me about you, but I didn't. Wow." So that's how I figured out Zach. But Dave told me that Tristan was single, so I was getting the message of go ahead and flirt with him.
Dave wants me to be single. I think Dave likes me for some reason. I've told him multiple times that I won't talk to him unless he gets like a social media account, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, anything, Twitter. I don't care. Literally anything. Just talk to me privately on some type of social media platform that allows private messaging. He will not do it. And then he blames me for not being able to talk to him. Like what I'm not giving him my phone
Which,
number.
yes, Max, we are both gay.
Mhm. Or were
Kind
you
of
only asking one of
surprised.
us?
Well, I mean, I'm just answering for both of us. We both are,
Yeah.
but I'm single. What?
Mr.
Well, unless you're my
Keta
parents.
is being inappropriate.
Yep. But people think that like just because two gay guys are friends with each other means that they just want to hook up and they just want to exchange pics, and I'm like, no, that's not. It's not the fact, and it's like
Well,
I don't. In my situation, I'll let you talk.
I think, you know, it it's unfair to assume that about everybody because everyone is different. However,
Yeah,
that stereotype is largely accurate, but it also isn't a big deal.
unless you're a conservative Christian, or like an evangelical. I don't know. Come on, bro. Dudes are dudes. LOL. Gay or straight? Yeah, we are dudes.
That what no, yeah, what
I
he
feel like
just
I'm
said is pretty much that pretty much sums it up. Um yeah,
I feel like I'm more dudeish than you are.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm right in the middle, you know? I don't feel like I lean too far in masculine
You
or
know what we should
feminine.
do? We should come up with what we should do is we should like come up with like videos that we can edit together and kind of like a vlog, but like comparing our masculinity and like what like who's manlier or who's like basically like who's gayer.
Huh. I don't know.
What do
I
you
don't
think?
care. I would
I mean, let's do it on
probably
your channel.
I don't know.
Are you sure?
I agree with what Dave just said.
Yes. Yes. He is extremely. You can tell.
You should see him run. His hands go like this, and he goes scurrying across the room.
You guys are a great couple. I love the. I've gotten to talk to both of you, and I feel like I've grown. And I, frankly, I do wish you guys were looking for a third, but and I'm respecting that boundary. Um, but like, you guys are just such a great couple, and I know you said in your last live that you were like, I don't think marriage is a thing, but I think you found your one.
Well, I didn't say I don't think it's a thing. I just said that, I think that the way that it's done is no longer what it originally was. I think that it's become too much of a
Yeah.
legal agreement, and that it's also it really shouldn't be based on the idea that you're supposed to have like a soulmate or like another half. It's more just that
Yeah.
you found someone that you want to settle down with, but it should be worked around the idea that that might not last forever.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're former President Carter, he was married for 77 years.
Right, but that didn't have to go that way. You always want to leave room for
Which,
possibility because you can't predict the future. And you also don't want to
yeah,
lie
I
to
mean,
yourself if a relationship has soured and you want to tell yourself that it hasn't.
yeah,
So there are some people that you just can be comfortable with and settle down with. It's likely to last a really long time. You just don't want to dive too far into that mentality where you
Max
find
T
yourself in
asked
a
a
situation
question.
where you don't know what to do.
Yeah,
Did you
Max T asked, "Did you face racism when you went out? What are you talking about? Are you talking to me or him?"
aren't we both white?
Well, I'm 23. I'm 53% Russian, 24% Iranian, and mixed Asian is the rest.
Okay.
So
But you pass as white.
yeah, unless
I,
I
I mean, I guess
smile.
I can if I'm looking to see like the other stuff in you, I can kind of see it, but mainly I don't know. I don't feel like you would get
You just
picked
see a
on for your
lonely.
race.
Yeah. I mean, I think that like I've dealt with like homophobia in school
Yeah.
um and gayism. Yeah, gayism. I've definitely
Anti-gayism,
faced. I've faced
homophobia.
right. Yeah. But here's the thing: if I was a homophobe, once I'd be like, once I see a gay guy, I'd be like, a gay guy, run! Right?
I mean, technically that's what homophobia is. If you Google the definition, it says hatred or prejudice against, queer people.
Yeah, but
So
I mean, let's be real. I mean,
arachnophobia, I have that. Spiders are
oh, you're
probably
afraid of
my biggest
spiders?
fear. I don't fuck with spiders.
Okay, so my sister was deadly afraid of spiders for years, and then she went up north. So I'm in Minnesota, and up north we have a Boundary Waters, which is like portaging, like hiking with a backpack, uh, and she got over her fear. Yeah, she got over her fear of spiders.
I don't think I could ever be able to say that. It'd be a miracle if I'm ever able to wake up and say I'm not afraid of spiders anymore. They're just tiny little hairy monsters. Get away from me.
That's what children are.
Yeah, I'm afraid of children too. Ugh.
Then why do you want children? They're disgusting little sticky creature. Yeah.
um, you can't count it from school experiences. Kids in general are cunts to anyone different, regardless of who you want to stick it in. That is true. Can you be gay and religious?
Oh,
Absolutely. It depends on the religion.
I'm sorry. I just got that. I was just dying for like when you said who you stick it in. I'm like, I was like, wait, what? I mean, because in schools, like they don't. I think where it's like, oh my god. I'm gonna mute my, because I'm getting notifications like crazy. So, all right, I'm back. That face you're doing right now, what are you doing?
I'm just having fun with the mirror.
You know, you should like that could be a video idea where it's like because I saw your split personality video and it was like I'm like yes, you have the facial expressions where you could be like a model of some sort, like in a book, like
To advertise
I don't
terrifying products. Look how scary this is.
yeah. Well, just I mean for that, I mean you just see a naked woman, it's like hey.
Yeah. Oh god, I was watching a horror movie with Zach, and there was a scene where a woman was getting stabbed in the shower, and her nipples were on the screen, and Zach was like, "Ah!"
Yeah,
He reacted worse to that than the gore.
I'm just like
Female
yeah.
nipples, no.
I mean it's the same thing,
I
just
know,
ours are hairier.
and slightly smaller. Male nipples are smaller.
Hey Royce, by the way, Tristan told me about you. You are cute.
I didn't tell him like anything. The way he said that Tristan told me about you, it sounds like I said something weird about you. I just told him that you exist and that we're friends.
And one other thing,
There's a couple
remember?
things you could be referring to, but I think I know what it is, and I think I know why you didn't say it out loud.
Yeah. uh, I think Royce might know what we're talking about.
He probably has no idea, but I'll tell him after the live stream if he
Yeah, I have no
reminds
idea.
me. Royce, you're gonna have to remind me because I
Yeah.
have a terrible memory, terrible short-term memory. I have a good long-term
Okay,
memory.
Dory. You're like a gay version of well, Dory is already gay, but you're like a male version of Dory.
Is Dory gay? I never thought about that.
Um, Ellen DeGeneres voices her.
Well, lots of people
She's a gay fish.
have different
I
things that are
mean,
true
the guy
about
who
them than
plays
the characters they
Kristoff.
play.
The guy who plays Kristoff is gay.
Okay, well, Royce, I'll just put it like this. If you don't even remember that there's something I'm supposed to tell you, then what does it matter?
And you two have the same thing in common.
Yeah. Royce and I in general, we share one half of a brain.
Wait, you have a brain?
We each have one half of the same brain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, basically, we only met each other like 2 or 3 months ago, and it's just already. Do you
I
though?
honestly, I can connect. Uh, he got it now. Oh, well, close enough. I, you know, like for me, I don't have the connections that you do. When I like going back to the whole mental health and freedom, like I don't
Mm,
have the freedom that you have. I don't
yeah.
have a license. I don't like I have a phone, but it's really restricted.
The only reason I don't have a license is because I have chosen not to try and get one yet, which is just a personal decision, and it's more just coming from a place of procrastination and a little bit of anxiety with the idea of, you know, all the work that comes with it and the commitment. It's one thing to just walk into a building and do what people tell you, but to have to take the initiative to do all this stuff yourself, like I can't even be bothered to like call and make a doctor appointment. You know, I I can procrastinate shit into oblivion. That's the main reason I don't have my
Hey,
license.
I don't even schedule my own stuff. I get a call from my guardian saying you have this scheduled on this day.
Mhm. And
So that's how I get my schedules.
that's why I wanted to feature him because he is in a kind of uncommon situation. I was gonna say unique, but
I'm
it's
like
not
Britney
technically
Spears.
unique. Um,
I'm
but it
Britney,
is pretty
bitch.
uncommon.
Right?
Basically, he is a 21-year-old who has about as much freedom as a 10-year-old. if not less.
Yeah, it's sad,
And
and that does
I
affect with mental
from
health.
what I can tell, there really is no reason for that to be the case, but nevertheless, I wanted to talk about the the concept of someone being, I don't know, incompetent or in need of someone to be in charge of them, like legally in charge of their finances, in charge of their medical
Yeah,
stuff, and just things like that. That they, you would need someone to be of sound mind and body, and
yeah.
the idea is that he is not, but I think he is from what I've seen, and I think that
Like, I just
we.
don't have the chance.
Sorry.
I just don't. I've never had the chance to show that I'm capable of doing stuff.
Mhm. And that's what I'm
Whenever
talking
I was
about. What I
17.
almost was gonna call the video was something about abuse, because I was just watching a video called "Hauntings of Abuse and How to Exorcise Them." I didn't get very far. I need to watch the full thing. It's like 50 minutes, but,
Oh, yeesh.
I I think that's what we really need to think about is, you know, I talk a lot about abuse on my between my 2 channels,
Mhm.
because I feel like it's something that isn't talked about enough, and when it's happening, people don't often call it out. There's a couple different things that happen when people are being abused, is that the abuser will try to convince the abusee that the abuse
That
is not
we're the
happening, or that the abuse
yeah,
is
and that's,
deserved, that it's
like,
just
no.
justification. It's like, well, this isn't really abuse. It's just that it's simply the consequences of your actions. Or it's not abuse at all. It's just that, it's all in your head and you're the one making it a big deal and nothing's even happening. Or I didn't really mean it when I said that. And, people try to get out of these things when you confront them and you say, hey, you said this to me, and this is what you
Exactly.
said, and this is how you said it. And people will say, I didn't say that. And then if you say, well, here's the text, here's the proof, this is what you said, they'll say, okay, well, I didn't mean it like that. And
Right?
you have to be confident in arguing with people and saying, no, you did mean it. You and I both know exactly what you meant. And when I made a video about this last week, I used an example of a catfish that I was talking to who tried to do this to me. He tried to convince me after I found proof that he was lying. I mean, this is a perfect example because I didn't even have to question if maybe he was telling the truth. I actually knew for sure that he was lying. First, I trusted my gut, and I got a little bold with him, and I told him I was 100% sure even before I had proof. Then I actually found the person whose pictures he was using, and I sent them to him and said, "Hey, I found whose pictures you're using. I have proof that you're lying to me." And he still would not admit it. He kept arguing and saying that I should have let him explain, and he said he just looks like that person and shit like that, even though it was the exact same picture. It was incredible bullshit, and it was incredible how he would not back down. He still hasn't. Like, the way that our conversation ended, I basically put my foot down and said, "I'm not talking to you until you admit the truth to me." And he went on this whole long ramble about how I just don't understand him and I'm going to regret this and blah blah blah, because I'm missing out on a really good friend and he has connections and he's famous and blah blah blah. He's just full of shit. He sounds like a 50-year-old
Yeah.
with dentures, and he has
Ew.
pictures of like a freaking model. Um, and he would is conveniently his front camera doesn't work and all this shit. So he just these people lie through their teeth, and what you have to learn how to do is
Yeah.
to call them out unwaveringly. Don't say you're lying and then get into an argument with them, because there's nothing to argue about. It's a fact. They are lying. Move past it. Don't
Exactly.
even engage in an argument about whether or not it's happening. It's the same thing with abuse. You have to be firm in saying, you did say it like this, you did mean it, it was meant to hurt me, and I don't care if you're going to try and say that you didn't mean to hurt me, or if you have my best interests at heart. What's wrong is still wrong regardless of what you say your intentions are. No one who hurts and abuses people wants to see themselves that way. No one wants to see themselves as a manipulative, abusive person. And yet there are manipulative, abusive
Yeah.
people everywhere. So that they're never going to
That's
admit it.
true.
They're never going to see. No, that guy didn't want to see himself as a lying catfish. So when I called him out on it, the last thing he wanted to do was admit it, and no matter how much proof I provided, he would not go there with me. So that's what you have to understand. These people are not in touch with reality, and no matter how right you are, they're never going to agree with you. So you just have to trust yourself.
Yeah. Well, and that's not even part of my situation. Like, I think for me, where it's like I just
Just
don't
catching
have
up
the
on
access, so
comments.
I'm gonna try to use my TV so I can actually hear you better, because you do cut out for me on my phone. So I'm gonna turn my volume down, and then turn my TV volume up. Is your volume? What is happening?
Can you guys still hear both of us all right?
Well, my TV, like, we need to talk a little bit. Oh, my
Okay.
stupid thing
Dave
is
confirmed he can hear us.
stupid. But in my situation, yes, I do have a disability, but it's internal, and FASD and autism, it's pretty much the same thing. I'm not gonna lie, but like for me, I am like I've done some bad things in my past, and I'm ashamed of, but I'm not the kind of it's hard to explain, you know. Some bad things in my past. Okay, there we go. I can. But I'm not the kind of. All right. This is just so I can hear everyone easier. It's hard to explain. So I'm gonna mute that while I talk. But
Okay.
when you talk, yeah. Anyway, so my parents have been like, "Oh no, you're not gonna be able to do that," and I'm like, "How am I gonna do this?" They're like, "Well, then show us safety." I'm like, "How am I supposed to show you safety if I can't do this, right? How am I gonna
Yeah.
do this?"
So
And where TV thing's not gonna work.
okay.
Yeah, so my it's hard. It's frustrating because I can't make my own decisions on certain things, and it's like my parents are keeping me away from stuff. Like I can't go online. So they I'm going to meet someone, then then they think my arm is gonna be found in New Hampshire while my head is found in Hawaii, and it's like they're 66 and they're from a different generation, so
Mhm.
it's it's frustrating.
Now, I don't know everything about you, and I know that it might be a little bit different if I don't know, knew you your whole life or had like a personal connection with you and like knew you for longer. But from an outsider's perspective, what this looks like, it it looks like abuse. Um,
Yeah.
and I don't know any way to sugarcoat that. I cannot I've searched and searched in my head, tried to look for a justification for what your parents are doing to you, and I cannot find one. And the
And
more
you've even
details I
talked to
get,
them.
the more frustrated I get about how insane it is.
Yeah. And I mean, as much as I love my parents, it's like they're gonna be dead in 30 years. And they're just controlling things. And I'm like, how am I supposed to learn this stuff for when you guys are dead? Right? Am I just gonna be passed off to the state and I'm just gonna be it's and Dave, you're right. That's what they're saying, that what they're doing. And Tristan, my mom told you about it a tiny bit. And but it's at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you're not letting me go online because you think I won't be able to understand the safety,
Your
then
mom
teach me
made you
while I'm
sound like
doing
a
this.
12-year-old boy.
I think she thinks I'm turning 12.
Like the way she talked about you briefly in that live stream, it or not live stream, in that phone call, um, she made you sound like you were a little kid. And I have
Yeah,
friends who
and
are
it's like
your
I'm not.
age. You're not that different from them. Like if that makes you feel any better,
Yeah,
you really are not. But you don't need this kind of extra protection. And I feel like the aspects of you that I think maybe are a little bit different from other people are only because of how sheltered you've been.
yeah, I've been like that for years. And
Mhm.
like 2015, I made a man cave, but really it was an isolation corner. Um, and Dave does have a point. I'm looking at his comments.
Mhm.
I did do a few bad things in my past, but for them that means let's just put him in a basement and not let him do anything. It's like you can't keep me away from the world
This isn't a new idea to
thing.
me. I've seen situations like this in my personal life and in movies and stuff, and I've always been very adamant about people having the freedom because you learn from trial and error. And if you are someone who
Exactly.
consistently makes the same mistakes over and over again and you never learn, I'm not saying necessarily that you need someone to come in and protect you from making these mistakes. I mean, if anything, I almost feel like that would be enabling because people have to learn that their actions have consequences, and I don't believe anyone is incapable of learning that. I mean, I looked up, like, he said that he has some kind
Royce
of.
have been expelled from the two schools.
I missed what you just said.
So Roy says, "Hell, I almost got expelled from in middle school. Get this, I was expelled from elementary school and middle school,
What'd you do?
and one of them probably shouldn't say, but I'll say one of them happened on Friday the 13th.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Friday the 13th are not good for me because I've been expelled on that day. My eardrum popped when I was in first grade, and that happened to be the day before my birthday. And then I had a colonoscopy the day before my 18th birthday, so that was fun.
That sounds very interesting. Um,
The prep aim isn't that bad.
what did I find online earlier? Was it histrionic?
I don't know.
Whatever it was, it's some kind of personality disorder in which you are too trusting of people, basically. And,
Yes,
you know, I feel like
and
that was
that's what
mainly what
my
he said
mom
is
and
that
I had
he.
said.
What?
That's what my mom and I said to that I'm way too trusting. Where I can,
Yeah.
like, if there was a guy who was like, "Hey, do you want to see my puppy?" I'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, again, making him sound like a little kid. And, is there proof of that? Like, are you really that gullible that you would just, put yourself in an
And
extremely
get this,
dangerous
I don't
situation
even.
with no awareness?
Yeah, and I don't even live with them. I'm in a group home.
Mm. I mean, how can we
Yeah,
know if you don't learn from your mistakes?
yeah. I'm just isolated in my basement all fucking day.
Like, I get that you have made mistakes in the past, but you're only 21. That's inevitable.
Yep.
Um, I bet
And I've been
if
in
I
three
were to get
group
my
homes
mom
in
in
5 years.
here, she could outrank you in crazy shit that she's done in her past. If your
My mom
parents,
or your mom?
my mom,
Okay. I mean,
if my mom was your
is she in
sister,
here?
she would she would be like in handcuffs, but by the age of 21. Um like from your
I'm
parents,
actually having a
not
hard
from
time hearing you.
authorities, but
So
like they would not let her leave the house. But by the age of 21.
I'm,
Um, like from your
I'm
parents,
actually having a
not
hard
from
time
authorities,
hearing you.
but like they would not let her leave the house. By the age of 21.
So okay, what I'm
Okay, I was just
hearing
waiting for you to catch up.
is that like they wouldn't let her leave the house, and yeah, Dave has brought up a point. Does a group home have rules? Yes. I cannot be anywhere alone. If I go to Walmart, I have to have a staff with me, and it's like I feel like I'm rushed for time because I can tell the staff doesn't want to be there, and like the thing about group homes, they hire immigrants from Liberia mostly, and Liberia is a country where basically disability is bad, and I've been abused um, by many people in group homes. First group home, they actually tried to kill me, and I was sent to the hospital for shock. But that's a long story. Last year, I was beaten up by a staff who was 70 years old who wouldn't give me the phone so I could make a call. And he punched me in the face, bit me, he spit in my face, and and get this, he wasn't even fired. He still works there, and I don't even feel safe around him. So it I don't know what to do, and it's just like I'm stuck here.
Yeah. I mean, you like what bothers me about this is that I know people who've done crazier things than what you've done, and they have so much more freedom than you do, and they're
Exactly, and
not
it's just like
like
maybe there's some,
you're basically in prison. You're a prisoner of your life, and that is so insane to me that people
or
are saying that
in
it's for
weirder
your own
terms,
good.
it's like I'm the president, and my parents and my team are the Congress. Right now, we're opposite parties.
Mm,
We're trying to make shit work, and it's hard to get stuff passed. Like I had a
mm.
rights restrictions where I would have my room searched, and I wasn't allowed to be alone at the house. I wasn't allowed to. I had to have an approved phone list, and it was hell for me. And but I was so used to it, and it's like, but really in 2022 is when I really started thinking, wait a second, I'm in a unique situation. I am being. How come I can't do this stuff? And
You
you
didn't
guys
even
all
know
think
that
that
was
I'm
unique till
bad.
2022?
Well, I kind of had an idea. Like I just knew that I couldn't have a phone, but I just thought it was because I couldn't watch corn, and for a long time it was. And then once I became 18, I was like, hey, I can do this shit. Like so, we went to a store and we bought DVDs. $200 spent in the last 2 years, and I hate buying them. I do because it's like you can't return them. You can't have like a preview. You can't. It's like you got to judge it on the cover and what the content is. And sometimes it's like, oh, that's not. It's not interesting. There's one where it's like super boring, and the video is older than I am.
Wow.
It's
Um,
yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
to be
like,
fair, I bet a lot of porn on video is older than we are because we were
I don't know
born
what it was.
around the era of the internet coming around, and that kind of shifted.
Yeah, we were. Anyone born at 2000 and up were kind of born during the birth of the internet. So we knew what it was like to have DVDs and VHS when kids that are 10, they've never seen a CD, which has shocked me before. And one kid so I ride horses, and he was in the same lesson as I was, and he was so bored because he didn't have his iPad in front of him. So I was like, I didn't have an iPad when I was your age. He's like, oh, what did you do? I'm like, I had this thing called an imagination.
I meant to
Like
talk
I
about
had
that
toys.
too. I was eating and I didn't have my phone, and I went I went to grab it because I was just, there was no one to talk to, and I was just sitting there by myself with the fork and the steak, and I'm eating, and I went to reach in my pocket and it wasn't there, and I just thought to myself, you know
Hey,
what?
Kelly.
People need to do this more often because whether it's your phone or just anything, cripple yourself a little bit. Take away something that you use as a crutch and just see how you get on without it. Whatever it is, if it's just something that you do where you don't even know what you would do without it, take it away just temporarily and see what happens. It's sort of like exercise, why do we exercise? Because we're it makes you stronger because you're using muscles you don't normally use. So
I don't exercise.
you can't I know, but I mean, like, why does exercise exist? What is the purpose of it? I'm not saying that we exercise. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, you don't need to exercise. You're like a twink.
Royce is almost 30. Sorry for reminding you of that. um,
Well, you're an otter. I'll say that. You're an
and
otter.
we had 2 cans and a string. Dave, you're only 25.
I was born in '02. He was born in '01. So we've both been around since the Bush presidency. Yeah, that's what Tristan was telling me, Royce.
Um, God, I need to clip my nails. I'll probably do
You
it before I go
do.
to
I've
sleep
seen
tonight.
them. You're like an evil Disney villain.
Yes.
Dave, I don't know if that's true.
Oh yeah, Dave loves to say that.
Dave, you gotta not lie. That's not gonna work. That's
He
gonna
says
honestly
Zach
piss
is
people
just
off.
my friend. He says we love Trump. He just says shit.
Trump is orange.
Trump is a pumpkin-headed pussy grabber.
Okay, yeah, he's. I'll say this: he's the most historically made president in modern history. He is, and I have a huge knowledge of presidents. He is the first president to have more than two marriages, the first president to be impeached twice in one term, and mind the less, and people still want to elect him. And it's like, I, am like, Melania, spike his Diet Coke. Get out of there. I feel so bad for you.
Spike his Diet Coke. I doubt he's drinking Diet.
But I'll tell you this.
That man has like no shame whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. I do a really good Trump impersonation. It's the best. And I am Donald J. Trump, the 45th and 47th president, even though I haven't won yet, and I will. But I am the president of the United States. And I'm not orange, I'm just tan.
His foundation is literally called Tangerine.
So he acknowledges that he's orange. Actually, Melania has acknowledged it too in a book where she's like, when Donald gets angry, he turns from a bright orange to a dark red.
It's already a dark orange, to be honest.
You know, okay, so I'll say this. Melania Trump is actually the youngest living first lady.
I'm sure that's true.
She's 54.
I refer to Donald Trump as like the cheeseburger president, and I think honestly, unfortunately, he is a pretty accurate representation of America.
Yeah, burgers, orange, and dumb.
Hmm.
Because America is getting dumber. I mean, do you remember in 2017 when he
mean-
stared directly into the sun during the eclipse?
I do.
Which I did not
I
see.
don't know if America is getting dumber or if the dumb people are just getting louder. I feel like they're becoming more
Who knows?
confident and coming out of the shadows.
You know, that's what makes it unfortunate because we were both born in the beginning of the Bush administration back in 01,
Yeah.
and we were in kindergarten and first grade when Obama took office. So we don't know the Republican Party pre-Trump. And
Yeah, I guess
it's
not from
unfortunate that
personal experience anyway.
I mean, because it's like I'm like, are Republicans always that crazy? I mean, because I mean, I was rooting for Haley for a little bit, Nikki Haley, because I was like, I want to try someone new. We have, I mean, because right now we have either President Cheeto or President Gramps.
Oh God, did you see that clip of him saying, "I no more think of myself as being as old as I am than fly"?
Well, I mean, he's been around since the dinosaurs. I'm pretty sure he dated my mom.
Oh my God.
You know, here's the thing. Joe Biden, he's like, hey, I'm the president. I'm Joe Biden and I like ice cream. Hey, and I like riding choo-choos. Yeah. Yeah,
I know,
that's the thing. That's the other thing.
really-
They're saying Biden is so old when Trump is lit. They were saying he was too old back in 2020, when now Trump is literally the same age as him then.
Yeah, Trump is now the age that Biden was when they were saying Biden was too old, and they want Trump in office. Go figure that one out. These
Yeah.
people, they have zero consistency, zero logic in the way they think, but Trump still has his mind, Dave
Okay, but
says.
Dave.
Trump never had his mind. Trump is a perfect example of a complete lunatic.
Yes, and I'm like, this is really what we want representing our country. Like, I love our country, and I'm lucky because, guys, I was adopted from Russia, and if I wasn't adopted, I would be dead or a prostitute or selling drugs. But I wouldn't be in a good. So does Trump. My point is that, like, it's unfortunate that we have but it's like, why do we have these two elderly men running again?
I don't know.
It's like when I found out that Biden won, I'm like, Trump is going to run in 24. I knew it.
I
And I'm like,
feel
I
like
know it. And if he
nobody
loses,
likes Biden and nobody likes Trump, and yet we've all just kind of collectively accepted that they are our only two options. How does that even happen?
here's the thing. I am voting for Jimmy Carter because he only served one term and he can run again, technically. Except he'd be 100 by the time he would take office, and his inauguration would be like, "Hey, Jimmy Carter, show me blah."
The election is this November. That just dawned
Yep.
on me.
Yeah, that's terrifying, and I'm scared. Hey, I voted for. I did not. I mean,
I've heard about that.
Mickey
Royce.
Mouse 24. I'm saying Jimmy Carter 24. He needs to serve a second term. He is actually the oldest living president. Do you guys know that?
Interesting. The mentality that I have regarding the 2024 presidential election, I think we're at a point where it doesn't even matter who wins because the damage is kind of already done. And
Yeah.
the system of
I mean,
power that is in place is starting to die off anyway. We're shifting into something else.
It's like, and then what about in 2028? What is the MAGA cult going to go to then? They can't reelect him.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing. I think Miley Cyrus should run in 2020.
Trump had won in 2020 because then this would be our last year of him for good.
And then he could just go away and die at Mar-a-Lago.
Yes.
Mar-a-Lago. Which, by the way, since his ex-wife was buried there, I believe there are some documents in that grave as well.
Interesting.
Have you ever thought about that?
Oh, Royce is talking about Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton and Lady Gaga. I mean, oh my God, I would vote for them.
Dolly's a little too old in my mind, and like, I think she's a little too old. I think we need younger people.
I would vote for Aurora.
I mean, because we have three
if she was
born in the
old
40s.
enough. I don't think she's old enough to run.
So Lady Gaga, she's 38, and you have to be 35. Trust me, I know this shit. Tristan, you could run in 2036.
That's who I was talking about.
You could run. Oh, I didn't hear that. But Tristan, you could run in 2036.
I won't. I plan to be in a very different situation by that year.
Well, I mean, I would run, but I was born in Russia, so I can't. But I've been here for 20 years, majority of my life.
So you can't run if you aren't born in this country?
Unfortunately.
That's ridiculous.
I think it's stupid because it's like, I have a cousin who was born in the Philippines back in 1990. They came back to America right away. It's like, but she can't run. It's like, why can't, if I was president, I would make it a thing where we get rid of the electoral college, and we allow people who are born outside the country only if they were there until they were 2, then they can run. From then on, if you come here when you're 14, no.
Oh, because you have. I just remembered. I made a kind of a friend on Facebook a couple weeks ago, and he was into politics and talking about how he wants to run for president. But he's about my age, if not younger. I don't really remember. And he sent me some voice memos, and he has some kind of disability that he talks really. He'll pause, like he'll say something, and then he'll be like, I don't know, a good 10 seconds of silence, and then he'll keep talking. And I asked a friend of his, I said, what is this? And he goes, he's thinking about what he's going to say. He has, and then I don't remember the name of the condition, but whatever it is. And he goes, you're not allowed to run for president if you have like a disability like that. And I was like, I mean, I would think even if he was allowed to run, no one would vote for him. If he can't even make like a speech, you have to be able to talk to people. So it's really sad that he thinks he's going to run for president.
Well, someone could say that about Biden. It's like I stutter, like, and it's like, okay, how do I explain this? And so sometimes instead of texting you, I'm like, I want to call you so I can explain this better.
Run for president, Royce. I'll vote for you.
Yeah. Well, I'm already getting my 2040 campaign ready. I have a plaque, but it says my last name on it, so I'm not going to show it on here. I would show it, but I'm not.
I know his last name.
I'll text you a photo. Yeah, just don't hit it.
I won't say it. I wouldn't do anything like that. I respect people's privacy and boundaries. I just wanted to brag that I have information that other people don't.
Same here. I have some information about you that a lot of people here don't know.
Are you talking about me? Because there's like a million things you could be referring to.
Well, the one big thing that we both have in common.
Oh, is it the same thing that you're talking about, Royce?
Yes.
Yeah. I should have known that that would be more on your mind than anything else.
Well, Royce, you probably do. But Dave will never know. Well, he probably does know.
Dave
but,
says I know everything. Dave,
yeah.
listen to me.
Where does he live? Where's his address, huh?
It is very easy
everything.
to create a social media account without, giving a ton of information away.
Exactly. I mean, you could come up with a fake place that you're from.
I have a social media account for my character, Bob Fajum. Fake name.
But it has your face on it.
No, it doesn't.
You haven't touched that channel in years.
Instagram. I'm talking about Instagram.
I'm sorry, the feed. Okay, the feed keeps cutting in and out, so I only hear chunks.
Okay. I'm talking about the Instagram account that I have for that character, and it's not for the character. It's just a way for me to follow people who have private accounts because I don't follow people on my main Instagram account. I don't follow anybody. I just like to keep my follower count at 0. It's like an OCD thing. I don't know how to explain it. But I have a separate account that I use to follow people, and it has a fake name. And that's really all you need is like an email and a password and a username. So if you can you can even easily create an email. Just last night, for example, I made up an email. It was very easy, took no effort. All I really needed was a working phone number just to confirm, and I think it could be any number because you don't have to keep the same number. All you really have to do is have access to the text sent to the number.
Yeah.
So, and then you can change it at a later date if it's not the number you wanted to use. So it's very, very, very easy to make fake accounts, Dave. Yeah. So if you want to message me privately on social media, go to anything: Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Discord even. I don't care.
Twitter is better.
Like, I don't know.
Twitter is better because they don't censor.
Well, technically, they don't censor your posts, but none of the other platforms censor.
Well, they try to, but it's like, dude, no, freedom of speech.
The other platforms don't censor stuff that's sent in DMs that I'm aware of.
Yeah, like YouTube censors men, but not women.
But anyway, right? Dave, whatever you prefer. If you go on and you make an account and you DM me, it doesn't have to have any of your personal information or name or anything. You won't be leaving a digital footprint, but you could talk to me, okay? And I could even do a live stream with you if you wanted to join. I could send you the link via whatever social media you pick. I don't know anything about Tumblr.
Like Tumblr was like a cheap way to put corn out.
Well, Twitter is like, I mean, X now. It's kind of funny because Twitter is, so many people use it for porn, and Elon Musk came in and bought it and said, I'm going to call it X. And it now literally just looks like a porn app. With the X, it's so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, like, why X? I know, it's like, what's the quote now? Like, when he gets something, it's like, like a notification says that
I'm gonna go post on X. Why would you say that when you could say, I'm gonna go tweet? I'm gonna go send a tweet.
Yeah, people still call it Twitter. I mean, they
Yeah,
say
because
like
I will die on that hill.
on
It is
X, formerly
Twitter.
known as Twitter. It's like people know it. Like, why change it?
Oh shit! It says I have 21 people watching. Hey everybody, drop a comment if you're
Yeah,
actually here. Otherwise, I'm not gonna trust YouTube because YouTube lies to me.
yeah. And subscribe to both of our channels. I'm at On the Aaron, and he's at, I don't know which channel you're on this one.
Tristan Marion 4.
Okay,
I'm at Tristan Marion 4 on everything. That's where you can find me on pretty much everything.
at On the Aaron for some things.
Oh my god,
A
last
new
night I found
Twitter.
this picture of myself where I'm basically doing this.
Oh my god, I'm screenshotting. I'm like, oh my god, your face is just so expressive. Like, you could be in a Sia video. Your
Hey,
face
thank
is
you.
just so expressive.
He loves Sia. I
Um.
love Sia too, though.
Okay.
But
Well, I'm
yeah,
gonna show
so
y'all this because this is a painting that my yes, I have a daddy hat. A friend of mine, when I was in a treatment center, she made this, and she's like, I wanted to make something like creative and one of a kind. And so she went on and she listened to every single Sia song that she could find. And so, and these have positive quotes. Like, some people are talking, well, that's nothing new. Well, we'll make stupid things in a way. We'll stand tall and make them dream, and don't let it get you down. It's only natural that we go on, that will come. It's only natural that, and it gets covered, and it's like, so step on, go on, get rising like the morning sun. I sometimes search for signs of my dreams can work, and I'm like, I love this. And then it has like the classic when she had like the big ass wig, and yeah, I used to have a Sia wig. Like a stroke or something.
I'm just entertaining myself.
Tristan, are
But
you
I was gonna
okay?
tell you last night I was sleeping. Or no,
You're
Zach was
broken.
sleeping and
You're
I was next to him.
broken.
I was awake. And Zach woke up because I couldn't stop myself from laughing at this picture of myself making this face.
Okay, you're gonna have to send that photo to me then.
I will send you the picture. I looked at it, and the longer I stared at it, I just could not stop myself from laughing. And the more I thought about how I shouldn't be laughing, the funnier it became. Have you,
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever noticed that things are funnier when you aren't supposed to laugh?
Right.
If you
Like
have,
in church or at a funeral.
yes, or if you have water in your mouth, like,
Oh my god, it's the
come
worst.
on, try not to spit it out.
I've done like a spit take when I was watching a video, and it was like a bunch of memes, and it was like it's like me at a traffic light, and she was like Kermit the Frog staring at you, and it was just a classic TV show. I was like, and I was just dying. I
I
got her
got
older album.
I got a spit
You're
take,
back.
although I accidentally cut it off, but I got a spit take from my cousin. We were filming a video with my grandpa, and he randomly said he started drinking water, like the camera just cut to him and he's chugging water. And my grandpa just randomly decided to say, I peed in that. And the water just went flying everywhere, and everyone just started dying laughing.
That is hilarious. But then the aftermath is like, ah, shit. Now I got to clean this up.
Luckily, it's just water. Water doesn't really like stain or
Yeah.
anything.
Okay. So I told you that I have all of Sia's albums. So this is her 2004 Sia, Color in a Small One. 2008, back when she showed her face. And actually, this just had the 20th anniversary. This is 2008. Some people have real problems. We Are Born, 2010. A Thousand Forms of Fear, 2014. This is 10 now. 10 years now. This is Acting, my favorite, from 2016. Her 2017 Creepy Christmas album cover, Every Day is Christmas, which she had two deluxe editions that I had to get because she kept adding more songs. She added 10 songs.
I know.
And I'm
I
like,
love the
okay, just
deluxe
come up with
version.
another Christmas album. I know. I'm like, 2 deluxe because this one came out in 18 with 3 additional tracks versus the 10 that I had.
So you just kept getting the same
So it was that.
album.
I had to. And now,
No,
like,
I get it.
and I'm like, okay, if you, and then I have LSD, and then Music.
I love music.
Which, oh, did you ever see the movie?
I did. It was
what were your
very
thoughts on
weird.
it?
It was weird. You know, I get what she was going
It
for,
was
but I feel
weird.
like I feel like I don't
I
know.
feel
It
bad
could have been done
for.
better.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, because even Steven, from what I've heard, Steven Spielberg even read the script and was like, "This is a good idea." And originally, it was, instead of Kate Hudson, it was going to be what's his face? He danced with Maddie Ziegler in the Elastic Heart video. Oh, Shia LaBeouf. And but they changed it, and it was to a sister. So and they originally were going to call it Sisters, but that sounds stupid and extremely gay.
Oh, there is a movie called Sisters. It's
But
a comedy with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
yeah, so it wouldn't work then. But she wrote the story back in 2005, wrote the screenplay in 2012, and they filmed it all in 2016, and then she spent 5 years editing.
Holy shit, man!
Yeah, and it originally wasn't going to be a musical.
I feel like it would have been better if the whole thing was a musical. Like if the album was, you know, the whole album was in the movie.
Not, no, it's not, because the whole album, it's majority of it is like they say songs from and inspired. The only songs I dropped it. The only songs that were in it were Together, Eye to Eye, which was Can I Love With No Fear? Can I Love? It's like a little eye to eye. Music, 1+1, and
Mhm.
Courage to Change. That was it.
Yeah,
That was
they
it. And
hardly
I'm like,
put any
really?
songs. So I wish that the whole album was in the movie. I wish that the movie was almost like a visual album, you know, and you can do that. Melanie Martinez did that with K through 12. Do you know Melanie Martinez?
No, because I only pay attention to Sia because she's my girl.
Melanie
Honestly, if
also
she was
has the half
straight,
and half
and
hair.
so oh, see, that's the thing. Anyone who has a half and half hair, like I automatically think Sia, but I think she
Melanie
stole
did it
that from
first.
Cruella Deville.
Melanie also got it from Cruella. Cruella was the start of it.
Yeah, Cruella was the start. Sia took it in 2016, well, 2015 when it used to be just a blonde bob, and then she
Mhm.
went to the different colored, and now it's like pink and yellow, and now she killed a poodle to do her current wig. I swear to God.
I know. I don't know what she did now. This is a weird look, but
Okay,
it's interesting nonetheless.
okay, with her upcoming album, the album cover looks stupid. The original one where it was like her like in front of a pool, that I was
Mhm.
like, and now it's just like her sitting in a chair with a little girl looking at her.
Yeah, I hate it when artists have bad album covers because it automatically makes you like the album less because you picture the
Yeah,
cover when
and
you're
like I'm
listening to it.
excited for it.
Me too.
Yeah, and I'm excited for it though. Like I am extremely pumped. I actually found um so Paris Hilton is going to be in the album as well. So there was a video that I saw on YouTube, and I actually used it in one of my shorts, and I'll send it to you. I'll send everything I'm talking about to you. And the song is called "Fame Won't Love You." Yeah, you go, girl. That's a good face.
I like to shove
Um,
my ears into my head.
oh, weird. Oh God. Oh, oh my God, you were such a weird. You were such a weirdo. Yeah, you were definitely gay. Just by looking at you right now, you're definitely gay. Yeah, extremely.
I look
You look like a
fucking
corny gorilla.
terrifying.
Yeah, some torture corn over here. Did you get the thing stuck up your butt?
Oh my god, do you watch Brandon Rogers?
No.
He's a funny YouTuber. He was doing a he has a bunch of characters, and he was doing this Fine Brothers reaction video as his characters, reacting to a video that they all starred in. And this one character, Helen,
Mhm.
she's this like, hey, you know, I don't know, I can't even imitate her. But she's sits in the chair, and the chair popped down, and she just goes, "Oh, something went up my ass." I can't explain it. It was really funny.
Well, send me that link.
I
We got a
will.
lot of links to send each other. Now, but the
God, yeah.
song, it's like, and you may ask for Oscars, Grammys, and blockbusters, but fame will love you like a brother, like a lover should. Whoa. And I'm like, I just heard Fame Won't Love You, and she's with Paris Hilton. And so I took that clip and I was like, this is a chunk of the song that you're going to hear starting May 3rd. Which, have you listened to any, like, have you heard Gimme Love and Dance Alone?
I've heard Dance Alone at least twice. I just want to dance alone. I don't know Gimme
Oh,
Love very well.
I'm never going home. Give me love. It's like, give me love, give me love, give me love, baby. Oh, please now, do this just for me.
Oh yeah, I do know
I
that
won't
one.
ask for much. Give me love, give me love, give me love, baby.
Mm-hmm. Do this
What?
just for me. Yeah. Wait, what is that on the
I
album?
won't ask for much. Give me love, give me love, give me love. And I can't do the my love, please. I can't do that. I can't go the Sia high. And I tried doing that in my music class, and I sound like a dying rat. But I seriously think we should. You know what? Can you please do a cover of Sia,
Okay.
Tristan? Keep doing your weird faces. I did send you a link. Are you okay? You look horny.
If your parents watch this, they're gonna be so uncomfortable. They're gonna be like, "Stay the fuck away from him."
They're totally gonna kick you off my contacts if they watch this. Um, but no, it's like we should do like a cover. I did a cover of Dance Alone and I released it today, but I did it like only unlisted, so only certain people can hear it. And I sent you the link.
Oh, you should make it public.
I'm nervous about the criticism because it's really not that good of audio. I mean, did you hear it yet?
I don't remember. I think I listened to a clip of it and then I got busy.
Okay. But I did with my friend, and like I was like, hey, I need someone to do Kylie's part, and she's like, okay. And during Kylie's part, like I just couldn't help myself, and I was like, she'd say like, can't stop, and I'll be like, can't stop, won't stop, won't stop, and then we both say like, another shot. Happy, so free. Look at me, finally. I watched you walk away. Just another day. Don't need you to stay. No, I am not afraid. I know I'll be okay. It's just another day. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm playing with my face in the camera.
You like speed.
I did a cover of Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper's "Shallow."
Oh, really?
I did both parts.
See, wow. I've done like, I can do like the labyrinth parts in the LSD album because my voice is deeper. And
He's
like,
good.
he's really good. Like, but actually, Sia got married in 2023 to this really cute guy. He's a bear.
Interesting.
I'm taking Tristan to karaoke, and he has to come to PA eventually. Okay, Royce, seriously, you need to come to Minnesota so we can all like do karaoke.
Yeah, he's in Minnesota.
Minnesota, baby.
I
But to be
have
fair,
too many
yesterday it did get up
people.
to 83 degrees.
Sorry? 83?
It got up to 83 degrees. Yeah, remember?
Oh yeah, you did show me that. It was a steady 50 yesterday for me.
Weak.
Guys, there are too many people that I want to meet, and they're all over the place. I got people in freaking Canada. I got people all over the country.
Mm,
Ironically, the easiest one to
okay.
meet is probably going to be from Germany because he's actually coming here in August.
What? Oh my God! See, I wish I could have a life where I could actually meet other gay people. Because like, I want to be part of your friend group. I can't. I want to kill me.
Yeah, you have like no
But
fucking freedom. And that is what I wanted to talk about mainly in the live stream, but we were all over the place. We can talk more another time. We can do this again.
I mean, I'm surprised we haven't gone in the route that we were like yesterday.
What do you mean?
You remember?
Why are you surprised?
Look, we could talk about that kind of stuff, like the naughty stuff, but I mean, we're not.
Yeah, but I just don't understand why that's surprising to you. This is my YouTube channel.
No. Well,
My
yeah,
grandma
but like
watches this shit.
You're what?
My grandma watches this shit. Well, not as much anymore, but my mom tunes in.
Well, then we really shouldn't say it.
Yeah, they don't need to know. It's not a big deal.
Really? About feet?
I can be at Tristan's in 4.5 hours. That's I mean, that's like not terrible. We'd met
Yeah, true.
halfway
I mean,
at
that'd
a
be like
Krispy Kreme, and that was
I
fun.
saw that, and Royce, I'm just gonna tell you, you are really cute.
He is. Royce is very cute.
Mm. And I saw him, and I was like, oh, I hope he's single.
He is.
Yeah, he's just too far away from me.
He's in a relationship with someone who's in a relationship. Kind of. You'll have to let
Razor
him
Bear
explain that to you.
27, Papa Bear 27. What the fuck? Gay? No shit.
He's very single, he says.
Well, Tristan does have my number.
What do you want me to give Royce your number?
So, I mean, you can.
Can he use
Well,
it?
Royce, aren't you?
Oh, he just says that.
I'm. Okay. I know. Anytime someone says like, Aaron, can you come out here? I'm like, I've been out for 8 years. I'm not going to come out anymore. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, what? Wow, an hour and 22 minutes. Holy shit! You literally just sound like you were getting fucked.
My family's used to that. I do that kind of shit around the house all the time.
You literally sound like you're getting fucked.
I'll walk around the house. My favorite thing is the clown laugh. I'm not gonna do it right now because it's too loud, but it's in my shorts. If you go watch my shorts, horrible sound I made. But I make some strange noises. I say creepy shit. My grandma, I came down. She was helping my mom make steak, and she's like, "You gotta rub the moisture off the meat." And I go, I don't even know what I said, but
You know, now I'm thinking about it, I think you might be a little autistic as well.
I would not be surprised. I've never gotten tested. I
You
probably
should.
have ADHD, probably somewhere on the autism spectrum,
I feel like Zach is too.
but I get by. I function pretty well. So I'm not worried about it.
Hey, look, I can make weird laughs and weird sounds. Like and I've done the where when I was a kid, I snuck into my sister's room and I whispered it in her ear, "I smell you," and left. She was freaked out for a minute.
There was a list of funny things to say while hugging someone. You hug them and you whisper in their ear and just go, "Soon." Just don't say anything else. There were a bunch of other things, but I think that one was my favorite. Just soon.
Yeah, I know. I think that where it's like, I've done like, I smell you to friends.
I killed Mufasa.
Well, and part of my ADHD is that I cannot sit still. As you guys as you guys can tell, I've been in like 3 different rooms. Macaroni and cheese in our pockets? What?
That's one of the funny things to say.
Pretend we are turtles named Luther and Emily. I don't care who's who. I cannot sit still. Trust me. When I'm on a plane, I need to be doing something, or else I am going to be going berserk.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just like to
You sound like a
play.
horny clown.
I sound like a horny clown. Pretty much. Yeah, that is what I was going for,
Yeah.
I guess. The goal, you know what I'm
A
realizing? The
what?
goal usually is just to make people uncomfortable. It's whatever I feel would make someone watching go like this. Oh. That's always my intention. And I think I do a pretty good job.
I know. I'm like, I think where it's like my presence, like I go to like group therapy every morning, and I was gone for a week because I was in Texas, and I came back, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's back." You look like you're demented. Now it looks like you're getting fucked.
It looks like I'm eating a pussy. Badly.
Well, I mean, it looks like you're getting. And now it also looks like you're trying to eat out of pussy. The fuck?
Well, I
You need to
leaned
bottom
into it
more
because you
often.
said it looked like I was getting fucked, so I embellished it a little.
You need to bottom more often, buddy.
Sorry?
You need to bottom more often.
No.
I yeah, I'm dumb. Okay.
Hey, Dave,
You know, I
congrats.
think
Dave can sit still. Hey, Dave, I saw
I
that
can.
comment you left on
Dave, what
one
do
of
you want?
Aaron's videos. You said I need to talk to you about Tristan. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I saw that too, and because I actually texted that to him, and I was like,
Oh, I gotta go. I think Zach is leaving.
okay. First of all, Royce, do you post at all? You guys are too funny. All right. Well, wait, why is Zach leaving?
Because he's leaving. I don't know. If he slept over
Maybe he's
again,
had
he would
enough
have
of
been
you.
here for a week straight.
Well, he should sleep over. Yes, Royce, do you? Yeah, it sounds like I've met him.
All right.
Sounds like a little whiny,
You know
squishy
what? I'll leave
man.
you two to talk then. I'll go say goodbye to Zach and just leave this.
Okay.
I'll come back.
Okay. Oh my god. Anyway, but not no recently. Can you link some of those videos to Tristan and he can send that to me? Because Royce, I would actually like to talk to you and know about you a little bit more. Like, what's your story and everything like that. If not, hey, you could post stuff. No, I'm not going to give it to you. Well, but Dave, I'm not giving it to you. You're never getting it. Anyway, Tristan told me a little bit about your voice, and yeah, you are cute, and I would love to talk to you. I don't know. don't know what to do here because I'm not the host, and if I was the host, I would have ended it. But I like those kinds of guys. They really like they seem like they're straight, but they're not. I like those. Those are the best kind. No, we don't. Tristan, Dave, if he wanted you to have it, he has said make an account on Twitter or something, and I'll give it to you. He has said that many times. But I'm sleepy. Check my time here. 8:32. Wow. Mine or his? What? On that Jod? What are you talking about? What? Skid marks on that Jod? Are you talking? Oh, okay. Why? Yeah, Royce, I'm questioning that too. I mean, I have a kink related to something that goes in the toilet. Hey, don't kink shame. Okay. Mine is like really dirty, but I'll show you. Ta-da!
So weird.
Yeah, just
I believe in Jesus. I'm surprised Daisy didn't get up to say goodbye to that. It's on the couch. I wouldn't mind either.
okay. Is everything good, Tristan? Tristan?
Go the shaft. Don't be a meanie. I believe in Jesus.
Hello.
Tristan.
What
So while
happened
you were
while I was
gone,
gone?
well, Dave kept saying Tristan wants you to give me his number, and I was like no. And then Exid said, "Any chance we can see your toilet?"
Wait a minute.
I swear to God,
I leave you guys for
just read the
5
comments.
minutes. What happened? Okay.
read
Jesus,
them.
Dave really wants my number. Okay.
Yes,
Let
it's
me
getting to
scroll
the
up.
point where they're creepy. I need to get something anyway, so I'll be right back.
I think I might have some old posts, but no, I haven't recently. Aaron, you can give me Tristan's number. Yeah, Aaron, please don't.
Don't worry, I already
I
did. No, I'm kidding. I didn't.
I don't want anybody
And
to
Dave,
have my
don't
phone
lie.
number. Let's see.
Dave, Tristan can go back in this live and he can rewind and he can see. Still.
Any chance we can see your toilet? I know there's skid marks on that, John.
Well, last time you told me you were just taking a. We need Troy's dictatorship level babysitting when you leave us for 5 minutes, Tristan.
Oh, yeah, apparently so. For context, Troy is the reason that I know a lot of my online friends. So for that, I am grateful. However, he has group chats and he takes them, in my opinion, way too seriously. and treats it a little bit too much like a government than just a place for friends to hang out.
That's funny. Yeah. So what was going on with Zach?
Nothing. He just was heading home.
Oh,
I was
so you're gonna
helping
be
him out
alone
the door. I
tonight,
was
huh?
making sure he didn't forget anything.
Mm.
Yes, what Royce just said is true.
Oh, you're gonna be alone tonight.
Finally. But he
You
he
loved him.
what'd you say?
I thought you loved him.
I do, but we have different sleep schedules, and I sometimes need a couple nights during the week to not have someone making me go to bed earlier than I normally would have.
You're like, I don't want to fold my laundry. I don't want to do it. Why? Right?
Zach is so funny. I'm gonna tell him you made fun of him.
Right? Yeah.
I don't like people making fun
I
of
think he already
me.
knows. Yeah, I like zippers.
Oh,
Oh shit. Hey, I've noticed something. You
what?
always wear a long sleeve shirt.
Oh,
Like
eh,
that's the
I
only
have
shirt
short
you
sleeve
have.
shirts. I just don't usually put them on. It's just cold.
Wimp.
No calls in the group chat
Craziest thing.
without an admin present.
What?
Yeah. So anyway, Zach said that he wanted to call me, so I told him that I was ending the live stream soon and we could call.
Well, all right. Well, yeah, and you did say an hour, and we're like half hour after.
Yeah, about 26 minutes longer than I was intending to go, which I kind of knew it was going to go a little bit over, but it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I just like talking to you. Like that's where it's like, yeah.
Royce, what are you talking about with my forearms?
Maybe he's not talking about the forearms.
I think he's talking about seeing me in a t-shirt. Or maybe
Yeah. Sure.
I don't know if he has ever seen me in a t-shirt. Yeah.
He said about you wearing sleeves. No, like I have sleeves shirts, but like I feel trapped if I'm wearing them. And yeah, so I just have a sweatshirt.
Well, it's hotter where
All
you
right.
are,
Well,
so you're good.
I'm a hot guy, and all right. Hey, go call Zach, and then call me because I want to talk to you about something.
Okay. Jesus, this is gonna take up the rest
All
of
right.
my fucking night. All right. I will do that.
Sorry.
Have a good night, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody who tuned in.
All right.
And
Thank you for watching this chaotic night.
next time I will try to do it horizontally and see if that's an option.
Yes, it is. If you go into the advanced settings. All right.
Because
See
I
ya.
look better like this, in my opinion. I will
I
see
mean, I
you
haven't seen
guys.
you in a different shirt.
You haven't seen me in a
I mean, I would
different
have to
shirt?
see you like in different shirts. Yeah.
All my shirts look the same.
Yeah, you are like a cartoon character.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, have a good night, everyone.
I aspire
I have
to
to go to
be.
school tomorrow. Whoa. All right.
All right, have fun with that. Did you say you
Yeah.
have to go to
All
school
right.
tomorrow?
Well, yes, I'm doing a transitional school, so it's like high school after high school, and like, then you can tell what that is. Like, it's the shit that we should be learning in high school, but don't.
Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. All right. Well, have fun with that. What are you showing me the shadow of? Oh, it's gay shit.
I didn't know where to put it. So all right.
All right. Well, we are just about at 100
All right. I'll
minutes.
talk to you later. All
Okay.
right. I'll talk
Have
to
a
y'all
good night,
later.
Aaron, and have a good night, everybody who tuned in.
All right.
Dave, Royce, and some of the weird people I don't know.
Bye.
Bye.
And tickle the shaft.
Oh, is this what happens when the other person leaves? Weird. All right. See you next week. Unless I decide to do a pop-up live, which, to be fair, I might, just to try out the vertical horizontal thing. Because I'm a little curious. I'm a little skeptical too, because the last time I tried to do that, it wouldn't let me. So maybe they changed the feature. Hopefully.